Welcome into Always the Jags, your number one destination for all things Jacksonville, all things Jaguars, all things Duval. Guys, I am so excited for this episode because I actually have a very, very special guest. Hunter is going to join me for this episode. Why don't you say hi to everybody, Hunter?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Man, this is so cool. I don't usually get to do this podcast with other people, so it's like I'm still like taking it in. And Hunter and I actually we go way back though.
Way back.
Yesterday he messaged me on TikTok, and now we're doing a podcast together. So it's really deep history here.
That's how it goes. What's the Jags do to you?
Exactly.
The
We're a
Duval
family.
blood.
Duval blood. So first thing we're gonna do is talk about the final preseason game that we had against the Dolphins. Obviously a loss, 14-6. I think this means the Jaguars we didn't get a win this preseason because we went
Yeah.
loss, tie,
Tie. Yeah.
loss, right? Okay.
Well, I saw a crazy stat
What
that
was
every
that?
year we went undefeated in the preseason. Went terrible in the regular season. And every time we won 0 games in the preseason, we went to the playoffs. If
See,
you go
that's
to
a sign.
2022, I think it's
That's a sign.
2022, we went to the playoffs. We're 0-3 in the preseason. It's crazy, dude.
I mean, that
Buy me
might
some
be
Super Bowl seats tonight, baby.
market. We called it here first. Don't say you did it because we did.
Yep.
So I guess let's start talking about that preseason game against the Dolphins. I know it's a loss, and like we don't want to overreact, but I think that's like even though the starters didn't play, that's the best I've felt about a preseason game this whole year.
Oh, yeah. They look explosive off the line, especially on Tua.
Oh yeah,
He was getting pressured left and right.
right. And because the thing that I was worried about, like when we played the Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
our defense was getting run over by Mason Rudolph, and
Yeah.
like second string Steelers players were just marching up and down the field on our first string defense.
Yeah.
And our first string offense was moving the ball pretty well against their second string defense, but it felt like it should have been reversed, right? Like it should have been as easy as it was for Mason Rudolph to move against our first team. That should have been us moving against their second team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Saints game, obviously it looked a lot better, but the Saints are going to be the
Be
worst
the
team
worst
in the
team. Yeah.
league.
They're the 30th. They're the last team in the NFL.
Right. So
They're going to suck.
it's hard to be that excited, but when
Who's
I'm
their starting
watching,
quarterback? Is Spencer Rattler? Is that their starter?
I think it's got to be Spencer Rattler because Tyler Show, I don't, I don't even know why you spend a second round pick on him.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what they're doing over there.
I don't understand the point. Like, you could have. There's so many better players,
Do they
and
still Taysom Hill?
yeah, they still have Taysom Hill. I'm pretty
I'd
sure.
probably put him out there over him.
Yeah, right. Like if I know, hey, we're not going to do good this year. We're just pivoting so we can get the best quarterback next year because Derek Carr is hurt. It's time to reset. I just take foundational pieces, not a quarterback in the second round.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, so that game ended with a tie. But this game, when I see like guys that I don't think are going to make the roster beating Miami's starting offensive line because they were beating those tackles off the edge
Oh,
and
yeah.
getting to Tua and putting pressure on him, that tells me that Campanelli's scheme is going to work.
If I'm not mistaken, they had a sack within the first 2 snaps of the game.
Right. Now again, Miami's offensive line isn't that
No,
great.
no, yeah.
But again, we're like the guys that were rushing, I don't even remember some of their names. These
Mm-mm.
are guys that are going to be literally working in like finance institutions in a couple of months or
Yeah.
like bussing tables in a couple of
Yep.
months. Like
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
right.
Yep.
We might see some of them when we go
Oh, yeah.
out to eat or something like at a bar. Like, hey man, what's up? Oh,
What's up, man?
didn't you sack Tua? Yeah, man, I sacked Tua.
Yep,
you
now I'm
know,
cut.
but they were getting pressure on Tua. And to me, that tells me when you have backups beating starters, that tells me that the scheme, because obviously it's the same scheme, no matter who's playing,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
tells me that Campanelli's scheme, I think he either made some adjustments or maybe what we saw against the Steelers was like a vanilla part of the scheme.
Mhm.
But that tells me that he might have something there. So that has me feeling a lot better.
A
I
lot
don't know
better than the
about you.
first game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first game, I believe it was the first preseason game, right? Where they were, like you said, running down the field with a backup QB essentially. He's not a starter anybody else. Was it Mason Rudolph, you said?
Yeah, it was Mason.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
he wouldn't start anywhere else in the league. Anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
No, he'd probably be a third string in most teams.
He's a
I
perennial
put him
backup.
behind Nick Mullens probably on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
that good. No.
So that has me, and even when we were watching our like third string offense, because I think John Wolford played the whole game, and I don't even think we're gonna pick him to make the roster.
Really?
Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure he played the whole game, and our offensive line was blowing open holes in the running game,
Oh yeah.
which again, and they were going against Miami starters, Bradley Chubb, um, Jalen Phillips, and they were able to get some good pressure. But again, if Bradley Chubb couldn't beat a third string tackle, I think there's bigger issues there,
Yeah.
right? But in the running game, I saw them. I felt like I was starting to see a little bit of Liam Combs' scheme and how it's going to work, and it has me feeling very encouraged.
Oh yeah.
So,
Especially that scene that their last year, the end of last year, where he couldn't break open a hole with Doug Peterson. Like
right,
Etienne couldn't catch a hole at all.
and it's
At
like
all.
we couldn't influence our will in
No.
those short yardage situations.
They were making us one way team, making us Trevor throw the
Exactly.
ball, not having Etienne run the ball. Because he's gonna get an open hole to save his life. I
Right.
don't know. You still
Right.
believe in Etienne?
Here are my thoughts as we start to I guess we'll probably go right into cutting down the roster. Um I think ETN, I like him, as a scat back who can catch out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think he's faster than LeQuint Allen, and I think he's really put in the work to be able to block.
Yeah.
But I would trade him if it got us a one really good defensive tackle,
Okay.
or two, a really good safety. Because to me, those are our biggest holes on our roster. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth trading ETN for a draft pick right now. I don't think it's worth it.
I'm
But
really
if
high on Tank
someone
Bigsby though. He's looking really nice.
Tanks Bigsby looking good too.
Just the
And
fumbling. This is his problem last year too.
right.
That's the only issue.
And as I was telling you earlier, I think people are more excited, like outside of Jacksonville, people are more excited for Bhayshul Tuten than they are about Travis Hunter. Like they'll
Yeah.
be taught, they're like, I don't know if Travis Hunter can play both ways, but man, Bhayshul Tuten, he could be your center, your left guard, your he could be the running back, he could
You
be
can
a
be the
wide
big
receiver,
quarterback
he
if you
could be
want,
your
dang it.
quarterback, right? It's like, wow, people are really excited for him. I'm excited for him too, but like, I don't know
Back
if
to
I'm
you
that
saying about the
excited.
trade to this. You said you trade for a safety for Etienne.
Yeah, so if a
Who's our
team has
safety?
a
Darnell Savage right now, and
I think it's going to be Eric
Wingard.
Murray. And I think Andrew Wingard is higher on the depth chart than Darnell Savage. I
Is
think
he?
there's a good chance Darnell Savage.
Didn't we
The,
trade for Darnell Savage last year? Like
we
in the
signed
beginning of the
him.
year? Did we
We
sign him?
signed
We
him.
didn't trade for him. Okay.
No, I think he's a good trade candidate because he costs too much to keep on the roster. He's
Yeah.
not better than Andrew Wingard. They're
No.
about the same.
No.
And he costs too much, and he's not worth the extra safety spot. But we
No.
can't just cut him because it's so much dead money.
Oh, a lot of money.
So, like, if I was going to package him and ETN and get a starting safety in return, I would feel comfortable with that
Yeah.
because Eric Murray is not a bad signing, but also the Texans literally didn't sign him because he was the weak spot in their insane secondary.
Yeah. They have a very
So,
good secondary.
oh my God, it's insane. It makes me
Yeah.
nervous to play them. But
We got BTJ though. Come on.
you're right. You're right. Where's my
Okay, cook
faith?
him up.
Where's my faith? Yeah, BTJ is going to cook them up. Um, So yeah, well, let's go ahead and cut up this roster because we're going to talk more about
Let's do
that
it. Let's do
defensive
it.
tackle depth and all that good stuff. So we'll start with the easy. So the way I was thinking it is obviously our three. So it's a 53-man roster,
Mhm.
three special teamers. You've got your Logan Cook, Cam Little, and Ross Mastick.
Best kicker in the league, by the way.
Best kicker. He hit a 70-yarder. Oh,
And the best punter in the league. Come on.
and
Put
the
some
best punter
respect
in
on
the
the
league.
name.
Yeah,
That's two
like if
Pro
you
Bowlers right there.
if you went to the Super Bowl based on special teams, like it's already a lock for
Yeah,
us.
we won.
Yeah, we're done. So those three spots aren't hard to figure out. So now we got 50 spots left. So again, Cam Little is our kicker, Ross Mastick is our placeholder, and Logan Cook is our punter.
Yep.
Start with the quarterbacks. I think we're keeping two. It's going to be Trevor and Nick Mullens.
Yeah. Seth's gone. And John, I think John Wolford is his name. That's the other one.
Yeah.
He's gone too.
Okay, they already cut those guys.
No, not yet, but I'm assuming
Oh,
they're
they're
cut.
saying that. Yeah.
they're
I
gone.
agree. They're probably going to be gone. Honestly, I watch a lot of whenever Pete Prisco goes on the Jaguars and talks about them,
Mhm.
and I think he brought up a good point. How confident are you in Nick Mullens? Like, if Trevor has to miss a game or two, What are we gonna get from Nick
He looked pretty
Mullens?
good in Minnesota. I think that's where he played, right? Before it was Minnesota.
He's been around the league. The last time I saw him playing good, he was playing for the 49ers.
Was it 49ers?
That's
He
when I
looked
saw him
pretty
playing
good when
good. But
let me see his stats this year. Well, preseason he threw for 201 yards with a touchdown interception. Who did he play against though? I don't know who secondary went against this year.
yeah,
Yeah, so 2024 he didn't play. 2023 he played a
okay.
little bit of the seasons with Minnesota. He did okay. Um, I think he's better than Mac Jones. If that
That's
says
the
it.
thing. I guess if he's better than Mac Jones, I can't tell if he's better than Mac Jones.
He
That's
looks
my
more
theory.
like a well-rounded QB. You know what I'm saying? Like knows the game more of a vet
Yeah.
in the locker room. Because
That's
he's
true.
been in the
Because he's
league for
been in the
about
league. Yeah,
a
he's been in the league
while.
longer than Mac Jones has.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, honestly, like if I could rewind the offseason, I probably would have said, like, hey, go get Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah. An old veteran to sit in the locker room with y'all.
Right. Like I think that
Yeah.
would have been great for Trevor.
Yeah.
Even better than CJ Beathard, but obviously we can't go back.
Oh,
If
CJ Beathard, man.
Yeah, I would say that like if the Browns for some reason had Joe Flacco available, I would consider
They
trading for
should. They
him.
have like six quarterbacks in the room. Holy crap.
But I think he's going to be their starter.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Shador did not perform last night. Have you saw that? He got
that's what
sacked
I
like
keep
five
seeing
times.
all these headlines that are like he struggled.
Oh man, he got sacked like five times. Like had like 13 yards, I think it was.
Oh,
If I read
yeah,
that correctly.
that's probably right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess we probably won't be able to trade for Joe Flacco. But
No.
that would be so. I guess we'll go in with Trevor and Nick Mullens. Like I said, Wolford
Absolutely.
and Hannigan practice squad maybe, but
Yeah.
that'll be the two quarterbacks.
Yep.
Running backs. I think we're gonna keep four running backs. That would
Yeah,
be
we have a
my
lot
pick.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like six, I
Um,
think.
yeah, I don't think Jackson's gonna make the roster. I think it's gonna be Etienne, Bigsby, Allen, and Tuten.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if Allen was gonna make the roster at the beginning of the year because he was just a seventh round pick. But I think he's too good in the pass blocking game, and he's too good in the scat back role. And I think after this year, like I don't think we're gonna re-sign ETN. I think LeQuint Allen is gonna kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if next year it was Tuten and Allen and LeQuint Allen. But for right
Yeah.
now, it's gonna be uh Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby, LeQuint Allen, and Bhayshul Tuten.
Yeah, they're gonna keep four of them.
Yeah,
We have another one, Kevin Harris, I think his name is, but
Kevin.
he's just
Yeah,
a depth chart guy.
I think he's gonna be in a practice squad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think those are
definitely.
the clear four. And like I was
Yep.
mentioning earlier, ETN to me, I think they used him so much in the preseason because they're trying to like raise his value.
Help make him look
Uh,
better.
right. And I think again, if you can get because I'm most scared about our interior defensive line and our safeties.
Yeah.
If you could get a starting defensive tackle or a starting safety for ETN, that's the only way I would do it. I would not trade him for draft picks though. I
No,
think he's too
he's not.
valuable.
Yeah. You can't do all that.
All right. So now this is might be one of the harder ones for me is the wide receiver room.
Oh my goodness. We have a nice wide receiver room. I like it this year.
We do. It is nice. So I think we can run down the top four, right?
Yeah.
Brian Thomas
Miami
Jr.,
Brown. Yeah.
Sammy Brown, right?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. I think we're going to count him as a wide receiver for this
Okay.
exercise and in general.
Parker Washington.
Parker Washington. I love Parker
I think
Washington.
that's it. You think how many is that for?
That's four.
Okay.
I think we keep six.
I mean
I
that,
think
that
we
guy,
keep
that
six.
Bray boy, I think his name is.
What was his name again?
Bray boy, I think his name is. I don't think he's gonna start though. Chandler Bray boy, I think his name is. Gosh, what number is he? He's gonna be a practice squad guy, so don't worry about him. I don't think
Okay.
I've seen him play this year.
Because there was a guy that I was liking because I went to the Jaguars scrimmage game and I got to see, and Joshua Cephas seemed like he was constantly making plays. How,
I didn't see that. Dang. You like what you
uh,
saw?
but he got put on the waived injured release.
Ooh,
So it looks like he's not making the active roster, but it looks like we kept him like on the practice squad.
okay.
So I'm glad we got to keep him. I kind of thought he would make it. After him, after those four guys, I mean, maybe Austin Trammell
Yeah. Trenton Irwin looked pretty good too.
and
He played
Trenton
a little
Irwin.
bit.
That's what
Yeah.
people are saying those two because Irwin plays special teams, if I'm not
Yeah. He
mistaken.
does special teams as well, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And Trammell, I think, has made the most plays out of anybody else.
Yeah.
Cam Camper, he had a couple of drops, missed some passes and some big moments. Um, yeah, so I guess you wanted to say Trammell and Irwin for the sake of the wide
Yeah.
receiver room.
Let's give it to him.
Okay. I think there's a chance that the Jaguars could be. I've heard some rumors that like they might be looking to make another move. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they're not really satisfied with their last two receivers, if they might want to bring in another body. Um, the Packers have some of the best wide receiver depth in the league.
Yeah.
So I'd be looking at them in case they drop a player because Matthew Golden, Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and
They
there's
got some
another
insane
player,
depth.
right? And Romeo Dubs.
Romeo does,
That's
yeah.
five guys who could potentially like start for a lot of
I like
teams in the league.
Wicks a
I
lot.
really do like Wicks. If Wicks
Yeah.
gets cut, we need to be all over it.
Yeah.
All over it. Maybe
Who
even
would you
offer a
cut though?
trade. I would probably cut Trammell
Trammell?
because I
Okay.
think Irwin is better on special teams.
Yeah.
And I think Trammell, he's been on the practice squad for a long time. You kind of got to cut guys who are like safe, like you don't think other teams are going to pick them up.
Yeah.
So I would cut Trammell and keep Irwin for the special teams capability.
Yeah. I agree with that. So
All
who do we
right.
have? We had Travis Hunter, Bryant Thomas, yep,
Dyami Brown, Parker
Amy
Washington,
Brown.
and then Austin Trammell and Trenton Irwin. So
Yep.
that's six wide
That's
receivers.
6 right there.
Yep.
I like that room this year. Man,
Yep.
I like that room. Last year it was Gabe Davis,
Mm-hmm.
who was ended up to be a bust for us. Holy
Right.
crap. Yeah. I think we improved a lot this year in the wide receiver room.
I think looking at this room, it kind of I don't know. Like I don't think I minded the signing of Dyami Brown. But I'm almost like if we had kept Christian Kirk and just didn't sign Dyami Brown,
I like Christian Kirk. I don't know why we
I
got rid of
know.
him.
I
He
think
was the
I think
clutch
I would have
guy.
preferred that. Yeah.
What did Diami Brown do? He had like 200 yards in the postseason game, and that's why they signed him.
Especially to me, because like with Christian Kirk, a veteran, because Dyami Brown is still relatively new, but like I feel like Christian Kirk could have been so good for Travis Hunter, right?
Yes.
And because you can move Christian Kirk around, right? So if you're in three wide receiver sets, okay, Hunter, Thomas on the outside, Kirk in the slot.
Mhm.
And then if you switch to two wide receiver sets and two tight end sets, okay, Hunter go takes a break, Kirk moves outside, right? So it's an
Yep.
easy way to get Travis Hunter in and out of the lineup. And because Kirk can play multiple positions, I'm kind like the more I think about it, the better year Kirk has, the more that's going to look like a potential fumble by
Yeah.
our new regime. I know he was owed a lot of guaranteed money, but to me, if you go out and give Dyami Brown 10 million,
Yeah. We should have kept him.
I think we
There's
should
no
have kept
reason to get
Kirk.
rid of him.
Yeah,
He
I
wasn't doing
think
nothing bad. He was the most consistent wide receiver too. And
he
he
just
had
got hurt.
yeah, he got hurt a lot. What, twice in a row? 2 years in a row? Is that what that
Right.
was?
So I still
Yeah.
think it was the right move to get Hunter, but since he kept getting
Oh,
hurt, again, if Kirk's
yeah.
out, Parker Washington fills in so
Yeah.
nicely, and you
Perfectly.
just keep Hunter on the outside,
And Parker can do special teams too.
Right. He can
Yeah.
return. Yeah. So, okay, well, we agree with that. We should have
Yeah.
kept Kirk. Okay. So now tight end room.
Okay.
I think because now we're at 12 players right now.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna keep
Like 3, right?
3 tight ends.
Yeah.
And
That's obviously Brenton Strange.
right. I love the way he's developing.
Oh, he's looking good.
Yeah.
He's looking very good.
I think it was the right call to let Evan Ingram go.
You think?
Just because like if we had to choose between Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk, if one of them has to go just for cap reasons, I think it's got to be Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Because Brenton Strange is starting to become that tight end who can block and catch.
Yeah,
So when
bigger
he's on the
body.
field, yeah, you don't know what he's
He's
gonna
a more
do.
of a Gronk build, more Travis Kelsey build. Yeah.
Right. Because like
Evan
when
reminds
Kittle's
me
on
like a
the
wide
field,
receiver. Yeah.
right. When George Kittle's on the field, teams don't really know like if it's a running play or a passing play because he
Yeah.
can block really well. But when they see Evan Ingram, they're
Nope.
like, oh, it's a
Pass.
passing play. Right,
Yeah.
right. He's not gonna block.
Yeah.
So
He's
I
got
think
some
you
good
can.
hands though, man.
Oh yeah, he does. But I think Brenton Strange he stepped
Oh,
up
I like
whenever
Brenton
Ingram
Strange.
wasn't there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so then I think after him is just the 2 guys we signed, Johnny Mundt and Hunter Long.
Yep.
And both are our depth blockers, and Hunter Long made a couple of plays.
Yep.
I would be very nervous though if Brenton Strange got hurt. That is a big
Yeah, that's a big gap right there.
That's a big problem.
We need to sign a veteran tight end. That's what we should go for.
Yeah, maybe
A decent. Yeah. Crap, Mercedes Lewis is still in the league.
I would love to bring him back.
Yeah.
I mean, he blocks more than anything now,
Yeah.
but like, oh, so many good
He's like
memories.
40 something now. 30 something. I don't know how
Ooh.
old he is.
I think he's the only one left from his draft class.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I would agree with you if there's a chance to sign. Just because again, if Brenton Strange gets hurt, you have no tight end room.
No.
So even if that means cutting Johnny Mundt to bring in a guy like Pittsburgh right now has three tight ends who can start in Darnell Washington, Johnny Smith, and Pat Fryermuth. So if one of them became available, I wouldn't mind
Pick him up.
dropping, yeah, Johnny Mundt for one of those guys because maybe even just reaching out to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I would maybe do that trade, Travis
With
Etienne for
Etienne, I
Darnell
was about to ask you
Washington.
that. Would you do something for that? Yeah, I like that.
I would consider Travis Etienne for Darnell Washington because
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, they probably would want Tank Bigsby though. I think
Yeah.
for their identity,
I think we should keep Tank though.
they would him. Yeah, that would be a
I
hard
like Tank.
that would be a hard choice for us to make because they would want Tank.
Yeah. He's showing his rookie deal too right now.
He's still on his rookie deal. I know.
Yeah.
I
How long
know.
does he have? 1 year so he signs again? What is it? I can't even remember.
Travis Etienne is in a contract year.
Yep. So
And
he's
I
like
think
2 more
Tank
years.
is yeah, he's got 2 more years. If you
Yeah.
include this year and then next.
Yep.
So that would be something I would look out for. I would be willing to make that move if Darnell because Darnell Washington is a big guy.
Oh, he's big.
He's a big guy. I wouldn't mind making that move. But anyway, so tight end room is solid, but depth is very shaky.
Yeah.
But now we're at 15.
Okay.
Offensive line. As we were about to start recording this, they made some moves on the offensive line, which made me I was originally thinking we're going to keep 10. Now that I think about it, I think we're going to end up keeping like 8 or 9.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Walker Little.
Right. I think he's our starting left tackle. And I feel like people
I got beef with him though.
You got beef with him?
Yeah, he hurt Trevor. You remember that? Stepped on his ankle. That was like, what year was that? 2022, maybe 2023.
Oh, was that when he got hurt? Yeah.
Yeah, he hurt his
that-
ankle.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. I like Walker Little. It's pretty good.
I like him too.
Yeah.
I wanted us to draft him when we got him, and so I was like, "Oh wow, the Jaguars actually listened to me."
Yeah, he's good. I was just giving him a hard time. Yeah, Anton Harrison.
Yep, Anton. And for right now, he's the starting right tackle. But I think we're expecting him to take a leap, and for some reason, he's just not making it. Like I could see him losing his starting job potentially. But for right now, he's the starting right tackle. It's just it seems like the left side is good, but the right side, it seems like there's a lot of confusion and murkiness there.
Yeah. So who do we got? That's 2 right now.
Yeah. So then Ezra
Cleveland
at left guard. He's had a great preseason, great camp. Aside from stepping on Trevor's foot, causing that fumble.
Yeah, he got beef now too. No, I'm just kidding.
The center is going to be Robert Hainsey. Who I haven't really had a chance to see like how good
I haven't seen how he's played. Yeah, I haven't seen him.
But he knows Cohen's scheme well because he was with him in Tampa.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so he knows that whole zone blocking scheme. Okay. I wanted us to sign Drew Dahlman, of course, who I thought would have been a perfect fit, but he chose to go to the Bears. So, but again, I think Hainsey, he at least knows Cohen's scheme and knows what Cohen wants to do. So that's easy for him to communicate to the other offensive linemen.
Liam likes him too, so he probably sees something in him.
Exactly.
We'll see what happens with that.
And then right guard, we have Patrick Mekari.
Okay.
And so what I mean about Anton Harrison, and Patrick Mekari, he hasn't been stellar at right guard. So, if Wyatt Milum or Edoga is playing right guard better than Patrick Mekari, I might even try Mekari at right tackle to see if he's better than Harrison at right tackle. Because Mekari can play all over the line. And I think so can Edoga. And we decided to keep him. So we've got some guys that have a lot of versatility. But I think those are the starting 5.
Yeah, and we also got Javon Foster. He'll stay.
You think Javon Foster is going to stay?
As a backup, I think.
As a
backup? I don't know.
Now that we traded Fred Johnson,
I forgot about. Yeah, you're right. He might get cut.
It's just I like Javon Foster coming out.
So did I.
Since he's been on
he looked promising, but now he looks.
He kind of looks like dead weight. I don't know. Yeah. But we've cut so many players that have went on to be good elsewhere, like Quincy Williams.
It's the Jaguars curse, dude.
Right. So I think they're weary about.
Did Leonard Fournette go and win a Super Bowl?
Yeah. Yeah. Leonard Fournette, Quincy Williams, even Jay Tufele became an important depth piece for the Bengals. And it's So we know we're keeping Wyatt Milum.
Okay.
We know we're keeping Jonah Monheim, who's been
Yes.
playing really well at center and guard. Um, and we know we're keeping. He's a good piece for the future. I really like him. And I think we're gonna keep Chuma Edoga, who's apparently been competing for one of those starting spots, and he can play all over the line as well.
Yeah.
So that's at least 8. The question is, because
They're gonna.
I was gonna say Fred Johnson was the ninth one, because
Yeah,
Cole
but
Van Lanner went on IR.
yeah, they got rid of him. So I don't know.
But did they get rid of Fred Johnson to keep Javon Foster and hope that he keeps developing?
Or they're gonna pick someone else up. Who knows?
Right. So I would say 9,
Yeah.
and they've
Be
got
safe.
Javon Foster, and maybe they're looking for someone else who gets released
Maybe
somewhere.
tomorrow morning we'll wake up and get one. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Or if maybe they were just doing that because they only want to keep 9, and when Cole Van Lanner is healthy, I think Javon Foster is going to get cut to the practice squad. That's what
Yeah,
I would say.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, okay, so Javon Foster is the 9th guy.
Yeah. He's a toss-up guy.
Yeah. So Little, Cleveland, Hainsey, Mekari, Harrison are the penciled in starters.
Yep.
Milum, Monheim, Edoga, and Foster are the backups. And
Okay.
I think we're good keeping just 4 guys because all of them are so versatile. It
Yeah.
kind of helps because you can move around people on the line. I think our offensive line room, like, it's got good depth. It's just, is it going to be good enough? That's the question.
Sure
Like,
hope so.
it seems very average, right?
Yeah,
And
we
it's
need a
like,
running game this year.
right.
Definitely.
And it's like, does Liam Combs' scheme work with an average offensive line or above average? Because Tampa Bay's is above average.
Yeah. And they did he threw 37 touchdowns this year.
It
Baker
was crazy.
Mayfield and Bucky Irvin ran for
It
like a
was
thousand
crazy.
yards.
And the
Yeah.
thing that, like, because Robert Hainsey was a starter for Tampa, but then they drafted Graham Barton to replace him. And when they did that, their running game exploded. And
Mhm.
that's what makes me kind of nervous because now we're bringing Hainsey to start for us, but their running game didn't really take off until he was replaced by Graham Barton. So,
I
but
sure pray we get some holes open this year for our guys.
we got to. We got to if
We
we want to
got
have any
to.
kind of success.
Yeah, we need a running game.
So that's 24 players on offense total,
Yep,
which I think makes sense. I think we're going to keep more defensive players because I think there's more
absolutely.
battles there.
Yeah,
So we'll move to the defensive line. And the way I'm thinking we split this up, so like we could do either 5 and 5 edge guys and interior defensive line guys,
okay,
and some of them can move around. Like
okay.
some guys can play inside, like Smoot can play inside, Ogba can
Yeah,
play inside. So it can kind of go back and forth that way. Or we can keep 4 edge guys and 5 interior guys, or and 6 interior guys.
okay.
Um,
Whatever you want.
okay, let's do the 5 and 5.
Okay, let's
I
do
think that
that.
makes sense. Um,
So we start with edge or we start with interior?
let's
What'd you
start with
say?
edge.
So we got Trayvon Walker, of course.
Right.
Joshua Hines-Allen, of course.
Exactly.
Um, who else we got?
I think
Would
Smoot.
Smoot? Yeah, would Smoot be considered
Mhm.
that? Because he could play both.
I
So
think
that's
Smoot will
three.
be considered an edge, and
What's
I
that guy's
think
name? Emmanuel Agbu. How do you say his
Emmanuel
last?
Emmanuel Ogba.
Agba. There it is.
Emmanuel Ogba.
Yep. That's it. You think he's just gonna keep?
I think we're gonna keep him.
Okay,
I
that's
like him.
four.
Now I'd want to add to this room. Like Miami just signed Matthew Judon for $6 million.
Okay.
I think that's a move James Gladstone should have made. Zadarius Smith is still out there. If you can get him for the same $6 million, I think that rounds out our edge room.
I say we get rid of Eric Armstead and pick him up.
Get rid of Eric Armstead.
I can't stand it. He's injury prone, dude. Injury prone.
He is hurt a lot. Okay.
Dude.
Well, for right now, because Dennis Gardeck, he plays like linebacker, but he can also play edge.
Yeah.
So I think for the last spot, because Miles Cole has not had a good camp
Yeah.
or a good preseason.
Yeah.
So I think for the last spot, because I think I only want to keep 5 linebackers,
Yes.
I think I'm going to give it to Dennis Gardeck
Okay. I
and
agree
code
with
him
that.
as an edge.
I agree with that.
Okay. So
That's five,
interior,
you said? Yeah,
that's 5. So
Okay.
Hines-Allen, Walker, Smoot, Ogba, and Gardeck.
Yes.
And Gardeck is nice because he could drop back in coverage in the rotation, because he can kind of do both.
Yeah.
So if we go to interior, here's the part that's a little bit so like Mason Smith.
Okay.
I think we got to keep Armstead for right now because if we get rid of him, like he's injury prone.
He doesn't have a
Yeah,
lot of value though either, so
yeah, like the
I think
cap
we just
hits
keep
too
him.
much,
Yeah.
and it's like even if he's still the best defensive tackle
No,
on
he's
our
good.
roster.
He just scares me getting hurt all the time, dude.
I know, and he hasn't practiced at all.
No. Did he play any preseason games?
Mm-mm,
No, nothing. He hasn't
no,
dressed out this year, I don't think.
right. That's why I'm like, we kind of need a starting defensive tackle, but again,
Yeah.
Etienne is not going to be the same value that you would get for one of those guys.
Yeah,
Like if Grover
absolutely.
Stewart was available, I would be busting down the door.
Yeah,
But so Colin Sanders, who we just traded for, he's definitely going to make the roster.
definitely. Yeah.
We brought over from the Saints. Big
Jordan
guy.
Jefferson.
He like Jordan Jefferson. You think he's played well enough to get on
He's got
there?
that dog in him.
He's got that. Okay.
He's
And
young,
then,
23, dude.
oh yeah, I guess he is pretty young.
He's very young.
So then I guess Devon Hamilton,
Yeah, I like him.
who, yeah, I think I wish he was back to. I think that injury altered his like the way he plays. And he
Yeah.
hasn't really been able to get to that
Like a little
pre-injury
timid, you
form.
think?
He's just not as sudden. I guess it's
Yeah.
hard to describe a 300-pound man as sudden, but it was he used to play a lot. I think he had better reflexes before his injury,
Yeah.
and I think now his reflexes are kind of hurting him. But that would round out the group. That
Yep.
would round out the group. So guys like Tyler Lacey, I guess, end up going on the practice squad, which I think is fine. I don't think he was in danger of being picked up.
No,
Um,
Miles Cole will be gone.
yeah, I think he's a practice squad guy. I don't
Yeah.
think
Ethan
anyone's.
Downs. You like him
Yeah,
or no?
the only guy that I would consider like taking 6 linebackers and moving Gardeck to a linebacker and putting the edge in is the guy. I think his name was Gregow, the guy who sacked Tua yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right now we have Gardeck listed as an edge, but we'll see. It depends on how many linebackers and safeties we keep because I think we need to keep more safeties than I'd really want to.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll come back and look at this group. So for right now, 10 defensive linemen.
Yep. So what is that at 33? You said, right?
We were at 24 with the offense, so we're at 34 now.
34. There we go. Okay.
So let's start with the safeties
Okay.
because if we do 5 linebackers and 5 cornerbacks, because we'll have Travis Hunter as an extra one, I think there's a greater chance that we'll keep 6 safeties than we would keep 5 linebackers, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it is.
So safeties will bring us up to an even 40 because I think this is the position group that I'm still second most worried about. I don't know. Interior defensive tackle line and versus this one, it's hard because like if Mason Smith and Eric Armstead are both healthy, that's a serviceable
It's a
interior
mean
line.
line. I like that.
Right. It's not bad, right? It's just risky.
Walker, Allen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I like Walker moving inside and
Oh
letting
yeah.
Ogba come out. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, go get Zadarius Smith.
Yeah. I
He's
like
still
that.
out there. He's still
Oh,
out
that's
there.
a good little pool right there. I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
But when I look at this safety room,
Scary, huh? Gives you
Eric
nightmares at
Murray is
night.
going to start. Eric
Yes.
Murray, the worst. I hate to say it, but like the weak link in the Houston secondary is going to be our starter
Yeah.
and
Our
our
guy.
best safety. Not our best secondary player, but our best safety is going to be Eric Murray.
That's
Andrew
scary.
Wingard,
Yep.
I love him. He's literally the reason why my podcast is named Always the
Always the
Jags.
Jags. Yeah.
That's
He's a
him.
locker room guy.
Right. He's a locker room guy. He's maybe 3 safety packages kind of guy. I don't know how I feel about him starting at free safety.
He's
the
not a
entire
bad depth
season.
guy though.
He's not a bad depth guy. And
No.
if you have a guy go down, he can come in and
Absolutely.
fortify, for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we've got Caleb Bransaw,
Yeah.
who I think we have to keep because we drafted him in the 3rd round, but we haven't seen him at all because he's been hurt.
Now they put
So
him as a cornerback or they put him as a safety.
I think they're going to put him as a safety.
Okay.
I think you're going to put him as safety because he's fast. So
Yeah,
he's
he's
got a
very
lot
fast.
of really good makeup speed. And I think that works for safety. Like, if a corner gets beat by someone fast, he can make up and get to that spot where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice that he can play cornerback, but I think he's a safety. I think that's why we drafted him. So that's
Darnell at the
three.
moment.
Darnell Savage, because we definitely
Yeah.
can't cut him.
Nope.
Um,
It's 4.
and then from what I hear, Ryan Lane and
Antonio
Antonio
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I heard Antonio Johnson's played a lot better in camp, but to me, it's like if you haven't played better enough to beat Andrew Wingard out for the starting safety spot,
Yeah.
how better can it be?
Yeah.
And like, I really liked Antonio Johnson coming out. I thought he was the second best nickelback / safety after Brian Branch when it was time to draft him. And
hmm
when we missed out or skipped on Branch, I was glad we got Johnson. But man, he was bad last year. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
Very
he
bad.
gave up so much,
Yeah.
and it
We
makes
need
me
some help in our
nervous.
safety room, definitely.
Yeah. And as far as Ryan Lane, who they drafted, um, like, is he better at special teams than Daniel Thomas?
I don't know. I would hope so. That's what they might be seeing that. I don't
That's what
know.
I've heard. I've heard that
Yeah.
he's about just as good as Daniel Thomas, and that's why they're considering keeping him.
Yeah.
Um, but that's my whole thing. Like, we don't really need, to me, Darnell Savage, and I don't know about Antonio Johnson. Like, we don't need them both on the roster
No.
because neither of
You're
them do
low on
special
Darnell
teams.
Savage, right?
I'm very low on Darnell Savage.
Because he got traded. He got rid of them because he was not their best guy either. So he picked up and made him our number one guy.
Well, he was supposed to play nickel, and then we
Yeah.
moved him back to safety. And
I'm not
like,
high on him either. I don't know.
I mean,
We need
like,
a definite safety. We need to find somebody.
right. It's
Yeah.
like we need to keep 6 based upon the way the roster is constructed because we
Yeah.
need a special teams guy out of here, but we also need another one.
Yeah.
It's like
It'd be tough.
like it's still not a like it's the worst room on the roster by far if you ask me.
Absolutely.
I
Definitely.
think like I liked us taking Caleb Ransaw, but I think he would have been a guy to take in the 4th round maybe. And I think we
Yeah.
should have got Xavier Watts because he was on the board, and I would feel much better if Xavier Watts was
Where'd
on
he
our team
go?
right now. He went to the Falcons.
The Falcons.
He's gonna
They got,
start for the
yeah,
Falcons
definitely.
next to Jesse Bates.
He'd start for us too. We
Oh
should have
yeah,
got him.
oh yeah.
We'll see
So
though. Hopefully Darnell turns up this year, but I don't see it happening. So
I guess we're cutting Daniel Thomas in favor of Ryan Lane because he's
yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, definitely cheaper.
Okay.
Save some money right there.
So 6 safeties, even though so technically our deepest group, even though not really.
Scariest group too.
Right. So that's Murray, Wingard,
Darnell.
Johnson, Savage,
Yep.
Lane, and Ransaw.
Yep. That's 6 right there.
And again, the goal is probably for Ransaw to start at some point this year because we picked him in the 3rd round. But when guys don't play in training camp much or don't play in the preseason,
Scary.
they don't end up like
No.
Andre Cisco. He didn't play a lot when we drafted him, and then we kind of tried to get him into the lineup towards the end of the year, and it didn't really work. So
No.
I'd almost be fine with Ransaw sitting this entire year and then going through another training camp in preseason before we try to start him.
Do you think it was a good tier to Jenkins last year? Or was last year or the year before? Can't remember.
I think we kind of like Jenkins, his play kind of fell off after the first year.
Yeah.
He was never meant to be a guy to stick around forever.
No, absolutely not. But
I think we got rid of him before we had a good plan.
yeah, we didn't have a plan. We just got rid of him. Hope for the best.
Like when I look at we're gonna look at our cornerback room, and
Yeah.
like it's way stronger than our safety room.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, instead of signing Jordan Lewis and Eric Murray, I would have went after a guy like Javon Holland or Trevor Morig.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The same amount per year because then you have a top flight, really good safety. And we were already good at nickel because Jerry and Jones ended up being a beast.
Yeah.
Now I know he wanted to play outside, and he was like, "I'm a boundary corner."
Yeah.
But perfect solution for that in your. Well, I guess let's go ahead and cut down the cornerback room because we're talking.
There we go. We're going right into it.
We got the safety room, cornerback room. Again, very nice because Hunter counts as a wide receiver, so we can easily keep 5 cornerbacks. We might even keep 4.
So the 3 guarantee I think they're keeping, which is Tyson Campbell, Jerry and Jones, and Jordan Lewis. Those are all definite guys.
Definitely.
And we're not counting Travis Hunter, you said, right?
No, we're not counting
Travis
Travis
Hunter. So that's 3. So we have 2 more.
Player. So Monteric Brown is hurt. He's on injured reserve. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So
I've been liking Christian Braswell.
That's what I've been hearing. People like
I've been liking him. I've been liking him.
So while Monteric Brown is hurt, I'd say Christian Braswell moves in.
Yes.
And I guess DeAndre Prince, our fifth round draft pick. I don't know who
You think
else is
he's getting
really.
cut?
Oh, I think he's making it.
You think he'll make it? Okay. What
I think
about
he ends up.
didn't we draft another kid? Dang, what was the kid's name? Caleb Ransaw or something like that? He's like a 22-year-old.
Well, I counted Ransaw as a safety.
Did you? That's right. My
Yeah.
bad.
So if we wanted to keep Thomas, we could maybe count Ransaw. I could see us counting Ransaw as a cornerback
Okay.
and cutting like DeAndre Prince and keeping Monteric Brown.
Okay.
And then maybe when Monteric Brown comes back, we cut Bradshaw and put him on the practice squad. So I
Yeah.
could see that if we wanted Lane and Thomas to play special teams.
Do you
So
feel
that could
good about
happen.
our cornerback room or no? I love
I
it.
do. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think honestly, like the problem is Tyson Campbell gets hurt,
Just like Eric Armstead, all the other
just
guys.
like Eric
Yeah.
Armstead.
I love Tyson Campbell though. I'm very high on him.
I do. I like him too. So
Yeah.
like I think he's been hurt so much he's better as a number two cornerback than he is as a number
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting him for him to get back to that number one. Jerry and Jones
He's a
scares me
dog.
because he's so hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of almost how good he could be
Dude, if they all
because
come full potential, it's gonna be a nasty room.
he is like I feel like he stays awake at night dreaming of being the best cornerback in the league, honestly.
Yeah.
And he played really well last year in spurts.
And he's young.
And I think the way I would have used him again, if we signed a safety, like if we didn't have, I like Jordan Lewis, but like if we didn't have Jordan Lewis, I would in our base sets. So like if we wanted to have three safeties or if we wanted to have an extra defensive tackle, when we're not in nickel, I would have Tyson Campbell and Jerry and Jones on the boundary.
Okay.
And then when we wanted to go to nickel, move Jerry and Jones inside and let Travis Hunter come in.
Yeah.
Again, you're able to spell Travis Hunter, kind of ease him into playing both roles, but
Yeah.
that way you can kind of use him in the way and be like, yeah, I know Jerry and Jones wants to play on the boundary, so let him and
Yeah.
just move him into nickel on
Let
nickel
him do it.
packages.
I'm very I'm very high on that room this year, so we'll see what happens with that.
Me
I'm pretty
too.
sure
Me
they'll do
too.
good.
So I think now though, I think it's good that we have Jerry and Jones though, because like I said, at some point Tyson Campbell's going to get hurt, but I am
Absolutely.
confident that Jones can step in without missing a beat. And I think the way that we're going to run this room is like Campbell and Lewis start on the outside, and then they're going to move Lewis into the nickel on nickel packages, and then bring Travis in on the outside. So kind of
Okay.
like what I was saying, but I think they're going to do it with Lewis instead of Jones,
Okay.
and Jones is just going to back up. So if Hunter's hurt, Jones will come in. If Tyson Campbell's hurt, which at some point he probably will be, he would come
Every
in.
year.
Right, right.
Yeah, but
But
he
again,
was
I would
healthy though.
say
Hmm.
he was he healthy last year?
I think for half of the year. I think he got hurt in the beginning of the year. Let me see. Let me look up his stats real quick. I think he
Because
got hurt last year too.
from what I've been seeing, like in camp, Jones has been making plays and breaking up passes on Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, so yeah, Tyson Campbell played 11 games in 2023 and 12 games in 2024.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
he's been
he
hurt
was
both
hurt at some
years.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyson Campbell, he during the scrimmage at least, he gave up some bigger plays to our backup guys, to Joshua
Yeah.
Cephas.
Yeah.
Jerry and Jones was locking up Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah. BTJ is a goat too. So
So I wouldn't
that's
be
saying
surprised if
something.
Jerry and Jones surpasses Campbell on the depth chart at some
I think he
point.
is our number one. They don't admit it yet, but he is.
I think, yeah, I think they're
Or
a
he's
little,
going to be.
yeah, I think he talks a lot of talk, and they're kind of waiting for him to like I think he thinks he might think he's better than he actually is, but he's really good.
He's really good.
So, and again, if we didn't sign Jordan Lewis, like I said, I would be comfortable having Jerry and Jones play that spot. And if Tyson Campbell gets hurt, then Jones would be on the boundary full time. Travis would be on the boundary full time, and we could bring one of those safeties, Antonio Johnson or even Ransaw, to come play the nickel in those nickel packages.
Yeah.
So, and again, to me, if it was, hey, do you want Jordan Lewis and Eric Murray, or do you just want like Javon Holland or Trevin Morig? I think I would have went after one of those big fishes because I think we were good on nickel.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be so scared of our safety room if we did that.
Do you like Jordan Lewis?
I do. He
You like
actually
that pickup?
he went to Cass Tech High School, which is the same high school in Detroit that my parents went to.
Really?
Yeah, this was
Dang.
pretty funny. Yeah. He
That's
was
funny.
he definitely went their way after they did because they're super old. But Yeah, so we kind of have a I tagged him in a post on Facebook and he hasn't really gotten back to me yet that like we're kind of connected in that way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But I do like him and he was one of the top nickelbacks in the league.
Was he
So
Dallas's number one last year?
I think he was Dallas's number one nickelback because
Nickelback.
I
Okay.
think Deron Payne played on the outside and Trayvon Diggs though he was hurt last year.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah.
Pretty positive.
So I think he played inside and outside. I think he did the same thing in Dallas. He would play outside as the number 2, and then he would move in on nickel packages.
Yeah, I like him. We signed him for the 3-year deal, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it
3-year
was three
deal.
year. I
Yeah,
like that. It's a good
I
little
think
pickup.
I think he'll be pretty good. Like I said, and I think we could have afforded to bring him in and a better safety than Eric Murray.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
like,
don't know. Maybe they're kicking something up we don't know about.
maybe Jordan Lewis can play safety. Honestly,
Mate, dude,
because
he's pretty quick.
I'm like, our cornerback room is so much better than the safety room,
Yeah,
right? I'm almost like you might as well just convert Jordan Lewis to safety because it's so much better.
our
Like
safety room scares me, dude. Just like you said.
it's so scary, but I think so. I think some combination of like the 5 cornerbacks and 6 safeties is what we'll do, and whether we keep, maybe we'll say that, maybe we'll say Ransaw as a cornerback because I think that feels better for me to say Ransaw as a cornerback.
Mhm.
We're gonna keep Braswell
Yeah,
because Monteric Brown is hurt, but when Monteric Brown comes back, we'll put Braswell into reserve,
yeah.
and then Lewis, Jones, and Campbell makes 5
Okay,
cornerbacks.
that's 5. Yeah.
And in the safety room,
Mm.
since we made Ransaw a cornerback, we'll bring back Daniel Thomas. So we
Okay,
have
I
2
like that.
good special teams players.
Yeah, I
Because
like
right now
that.
special teams is our strength. Um,
Oh yeah,
and I like DeAndre Prince, but I don't think he plays special teams.
no,
So if you're going to be the 5th guy on the chart, I think so technically it's kind of like keeping 4 cornerbacks and 7 safeties, which is a
a
lot
lot.
and kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's defensive backs. All in all, it's 11 defensive backs.
Okay,
It's actually a lot if you think about it.
that is a lot.
But 11 defensive backs, and we have Travis Hunter, and we
Yes.
still don't really have a safety that we feel good about. There's 11
Nope.
guys on our team, and we don't have a safety pair we
Nope.
feel good about it. It's just
Hopefully, one shines this year for us, or you. I don't know. I doubt they're gonna
hopefully.
pick somebody up at safety, but
So I guess last we have linebackers.
okay.
I
I
think we're
like our
running
linebacker room.
I do. I think we're running a
I do
4-3 this year.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be Devin Lloyd,
Yes.
Foye Luakon,
Yep.
obviously, and Ventrell Miller as the
Mitchell
starters.
Miller and Chad Muma as a
Chad
backup.
Muma, and I think he plays a lot of special teams.
Yeah.
And we drafted Jack Kaiser.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Someone else, I think, right?
Yasir Abdullah.
Abdullah. Yeah, I like him. I like him.
think he might end up taking Chad Muma's spot.
You think Chad Muma was a cut?
Well,
He's been playing good in the preseason.
Because when we had 6 safeties. That
Yes.
brought us to 40. So that means we can
40.
keep 5 cornerbacks, which we did.
Yes.
And now we can only keep 5 linebackers.
So let's go over again. We got Abdullah. You said no, we didn't say Abdullah. Are we keeping
The
him?
starters will be Aluakon,
Yes.
Lloyd, and Miller.
Miller,
Ventrell
yes. That's 3.
And then we drafted Jack Kaiser.
You think we'll keep him? Not keep him, but use him?
This new regime didn't draft Chad Muma.
No. I think Chad Muma's gone. You're right. Yeah.
I think they're higher on Kaiser than they are on Muma. And I think Kaiser plays special teams.
Yeah. Chad might be gone. Now I'm looking at it.
And from what I see, apparently they all like Abdullah. Abdullah has stayed
I like
pretty high
Abdullah.
on the depth chart. Yeah.
I like Abdullah.
So I think Chad
Muma's gone, dog.
Yeah, he ends up
Dang.
being that guy out. I know. And and again, we made Dennis Garnett an edge just to keep him on the roster.
I know.
So
we'll see what happens though.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So
I think it'd probably be him. Yeah, you're right.
I think so. And I think maybe they'll choose between Thomas and Lane, and then Chad Muma will stay. But I think more than likely if they decide to only go with five safeties, and again, like let's say Thomas gets cut and they decide to keep six linebackers, I think Gardeck is going to be a linebacker, and I think they would just pick another guy to keep as the edge. So I
Yeah.
still don't think there's room for Chad Muma, even if we keep six linebackers.
Yeah, he's probably gone. So that's our list right there for
I don't
the
really know how
linebackers.
I feel about drafting Jack Kaiser, honestly.
You think it
I
was a
think he's
waste?
a good kid, but to me, like I mean, Chad Muma wasn't great, but to me,
No.
we have all these thumping, hard hitting, run stuffing linebackers.
Our linebacker room was pretty good before they drafted him.
It was, but we don't have anyone that excels in coverage.
No, you're right. We
So,
have a lot of tackling guys.
right. I'm like, so why draft another tackling guy?
I
We
don't
have
know.
three tackling. And Devin Lloyd was supposed to be good in coverage. And then we discovered he's not as good in coverage as he was in college, so he's just a thumper.
Yeah.
But Miller is also a thumper who can't cover. And we knew Foye was a thumper who didn't really cover either.
No, so that's three dumb.
we
You're
got,
right.
and then we drafted a thumper.
Oh, dude.
It's just a
We
bunch of
need a coverage
thumpers.
guy. You're right. Now
And
I
I
think
think
about
I
that.
think coverage linebackers are rarer, like Fred Warner's out there of the world. They're hard to
Yeah.
find.
It's kind of rare. Yeah, you're right.
But in that case, I probably definitely would have taken Xavier. I would have taken Xavier Watts and then taken Ransall in the fourth round because he probably would have been there, overtaking Jack Kaiser. You can still get Bhayshul Tuten, but like I don't know how I feel about that Jack Kaiser pick.
Hmm.
The only way I think it could be worth it, again, Devin Lloyd is a popular. I don't know. Would you trade Devin Lloyd?
No.
No.
Well, for what? What's
If
my
they got
trade?
us a defensive tackle or a starting safety. I don't know if there's a starting safety available out there, but
Like what
something to make our
tiered
safety room better.
starting safety? Like
Let's say better than Eric Murray. He would be the best safety
better
on
than
our
Eric
roster,
Murray?
which is not a very high bar, by the way.
No, it's a low bar. So I'd keep
Yeah.
Devin Lloyd.
If we could get somebody, okay, it's like if we could get someone who would be the best safety on our roster, right?
Yeah.
Would you trade Devin Lloyd to get him?
I don't know. I like him.
It's hard.
I think I keep him. I like him.
To me, if there was a safety that excelled in coverage, I would really think about it.
It'd
I
be a
think
toss up. Yeah, it's a good thinker
I
for
think
sure.
Eric Murray is also a thumping safety. And I don't think I think if you swap Devin Lloyd for Jack Kaiser, I don't think there's much of a drop off there
Yeah, I can see what you're
as far
saying.
as hard hitting. And I think we're gonna play with three linebackers anyway. Like I think we were playing with two before with Foye and Lloyd,
Yeah,
but now that Miller has proven himself to be like a go getter, run stuffer, I think they want to play with three so they can make sure that he's on the field.
yeah. I like Ventro a lot.
I do too. I eviscerated them for picking him because he was hurt and I thought we needed better players, but
Yeah,
here he is in
absolutely.
the starting lineup. So I mean, maybe would you re-sign Devin Lloyd after this year?
Mm, how much? Like to a 3 year deal?
What's
Like
the
like
Foyer's
30
making?
million?
Foyer's making. We re-signed Foyer for 10 million.
10 million for how
So
long? 3 years? 2 years?
I think we gave him 2 more years. Yeah. So maybe let's say I think he wouldn't go below 12.
I
So
would
let's
sign him
say
to a 1 year,
1 year. You
probably.
make him prove it.
Make him prove 1 more year. Yeah, 1 more year.
Hmm.
Because he's not bad by any means. By any means. I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
he's
think he's
bad.
bad either. And he gets really high run stuffing grades.
Yes.
And to me, that makes him attractive to other teams.
Now, what about this? What if his coverage comes out this year and he starts turning to more of a coverage guy like he was in college? Would you keep him?
Absolutely. I would sign him for
Yeah.
whatever he wants. If he
Yeah.
flips the switch and Foye no longer has to tell him, like, hey, be in this spot, and
Yeah.
he knows and he can cover guys, and if he starts getting to guys before the ball gets there,
It'd be nice. What if that's why
that's
they're playing three
exactly what
this
we
year?
need.
Because they have Ventrell and Floyd. What if they're keeping him to be a coverage guy? I don't know.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
because they know that Miller and Foye are just not coverage guys. It's
No.
just not what they. But we need Lloyd. He was supposed to be like the Miles Jack because
Yes.
Miles Jack did that really, really
Yep.
well.
Really well.
He would get there. He would snuff out plays. He would be there before the ball got there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of player that we need from Lloyd. And so
Absolutely.
I guess maybe I'd wait to see if that's what he's going to
I give him
become.
1 more year to decide
Okay,
whether I keep him or not.
I can understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if if we traded him for a better starting safety and he ends up being a good coverage linebacker, like Quincy Williams is a guy that we
Yeah,
had that's now a great coverage linebacker.
that's what
That's
happens.
the kind of linebacker we need, right?
Yeah.
Right. I guess we'd be afraid of that. Um, well, congratulations, Hunter. We just cut
Yep,
down the roster.
that's right.
We just cut down the roster.
I'm
So
I'm
that's
liking it, except our safety room.
except for the
Gosh.
safety room. So yeah, I think we all knew that going in. Our safety room has us feeling a little nightmarish.
Wake me up in my
Um,
sleep tonight.
we'll see if they make any more moves to fix it or address it. But for right now, I guess that's our 53-man roster. So
Yep.
I'm gonna try to put this out as soon as possible before they make any more cuts because they were literally cutting people as we recorded this. So this is our official 53-man roster prediction. Leave your thoughts below on who you think should make it. Do you like our cuts? And Hunter, it was so great having you.
It was great meeting you. Thank you having me on.
And we
And
will
Duval.
see. I'm like Duval.
Duval.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that. I kind of like the way Leah Cole did
Duval.
it. Like
The
people
last
dogging
guy
him
who
for
did it,
it.
a little zesty, was Jalen Ramsey, Hall of Famer.
Uh, Hunter, we will definitely do this again.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure. And to everybody listening, never forget, it was always the Jags.
It was always the Jags.